How can you make 10,000 Kenya shillings per day in Kenya? At the end of the day, cash is king. If you're not getting your hands to cash, chances are you are struggling to meet your personal obligations or even business obligations. That is why in this video, I want to share with you 10 amazing ideas how you can go about making 10K Kenya shillings each and every day in Kenya. And most importantly, consolidate your position because it is extremely important. In case you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel because I'm out here bringing you amazing videos on money and investing each and every day. Down there below is a button called subscribe. Click that button, subscribe, don't miss any of my videos. And while you still at it, drop a like on this video. Thank you for doing that. Having said that, the very first idea which you could look to explore is a simple idea of creatives out there. In case you can do graphic design, okay, in case you can do some editings, in case you can make artworks, constantly there is demand for these services. You just need to know where to tap clients from, okay? And beyond that, you can start pricing your services low and then over time start increasing the cost of your services. Start by graphic designs, video editing, all those things relating to creative works because the demand is very insane. Each and every day, hundreds of thousands of videos are published, okay? Each and every day, businesses out there need promotion. Each and every day, people need creative visuals for the different works, okay? That is going to help you be able to make 10K Kenya shillings per day, assuming even you are charging 3K per work. If you can have 3 works in a day, you're going to be in business, guys, right? And then the second idea which you could look to jump into is start small media management agency for SMEs. What do I mean? Out here, the demand for media management services is very high. Media agency is very high, whether it is from the lens of sharing insights, from the lens of managing PR, from the lens of assisting with communication, you name it. And small businesses which are growing sometimes are also very busy. They want to outsource that function. That is why if you can start, of course, initially it might seem hard, but then again, you can start scaling it up bit by bit, get 1 customer, get 2 customers, get 3. In no time, you'll have even 10 to 20 customers who are reliable. When they pay you, whether it is on a monthly agreed upon basis or even per output, be sure you can be able to make upwards of 10K per day. And then the third idea is the idea of you creating your own digital product. Kenyans are consuming digital products out here. They are embracing technology, whether it is templates, whether it is applications, or even jumping on one-to-one conversations around a given product or even a given blueprint. That is why if you have unique knowledge, package your own digital product. It could be a simple thing as budgeting template. It could be a simple thing as how to do a specific thing. It could be a simple thing as recipes for cooking. Package that and sell. Even simply put, in case you can sell each of these digital products at only 200 Kenya shillings, you getting maybe 50 clients in a day is going to ensure you hit your 10K target. And with the digital space out here, with just simple promotion, you'll be amazed as to how you can easily reach even upwards of 50 people each and every day. You can even pump, for example, 1K or 2K on promotions daily. You end up making more than 10K. That is how the game is played. And then the fourth idea is start commission-based business for industry like real estate, manufacturing, you name it. Most people out there think that you need to wait to see a sales job advertised for you to go apply and get employed. Not really. When you look at it very well, behind these businesses is individuals. What these individuals need is returns on their products. They need to make a profit. So if you can pitch to them that you can assist them get customers and then agree on a commission-based payment per customer you bring them, you'll be shocked at how most companies, whether big or small out here, will be open to that idea because at the end of the day, they want customers. If you can bring them customers, they can sell their products. They won't have an issue sharing part of their profit with you. That way you can make 10K Kenya shillings per day in Kenya. And then the fifth idea is running an e-commerce or product aggregation platform. Case in point, I'm very sure in Kenya, for example, you've seen things like Gigi, Kalimall, which other platforms, Jumia, you name it, there are very many. And even we have platforms based on products, okay? You can look at the products which are fast moving out there in your location. It doesn't need to be in the capital city. Even it can be, for example, a product maybe in a county like maybe even like Kirinyaga, a county like maybe Mombasa, Garissa, you name it. You know the local ecosystem. Look at the products which are moving very fast and act as an aggregator. This is more of a B2B kind of pitching, business to business, because you're telling business out there, I'm providing a digital ecosystem for you guys to be able to sell your products. And when you sell your products, I'm going to make a commission of your products. You can actually be able to execute this without the risk of you handling products out there, without the risk of you having to hold inventory. Basically, it's kind of like a drop shipping mechanism, but now you own the aggregation platform. And then, guys, the sixth idea, which you could look to jump into for you to be able to also make money per day, is the idea of tutoring or coaching. And by the way, this idea has very insane upside potential, because even when you get high demand, you can start aggregating lessons together. You can pool students together. If you have specialized knowledge, why not start providing coaching and tutoring? And can be in whichever area out there. Case in point, even an area like, for example, finance, which is my specialty. It can be an area like technology, using AI, you name it. You can jump on it and start making amazing money, okay? And then the seventh idea, which you could look to jump into and be able to make upwards of 10K per day, is the idea of you ramping up your personal brand. Once you ramp up your personal brand, it's gonna mean that customers are gonna come to you, business are gonna come to you instead of you chasing them. It could be a simple thing as, for example, growing your social media platform, or even so, combining growing your social media platform and building credibility in a given area. If, for example, you're passionate about real estate, why not start filming houses, even using a mobile phone? Build an audience. Once you do that, you're gonna be a unique brand by yourself, and businesses wanna want to affiliate with the brand. Thus, they're gonna come to you and pay you instead of you going to them to look or hustle or beg for opportunities. And then the eighth idea, which you could look to realistically make 10K per day. All these ideas I've shared with you, together with the other ideas which you have, you could think about combining some of them, basically multitasking. Do a few of these ideas. Maybe one can give you 2K, other one 5K, other one 3K, other one 2K. At the end of the day, in case you are handling several ideas, you'll be able to increase your possibility of making 10K per day, because you'll be pulling or getting income from different possible sources. And then the ninth idea for you as a business person is that once you start making this 10K per day, there is something called the power of compounding. Don't just think about eating that money. You are making the money, ensure you plow it back to business. Reinvest the money in the business which made you that money in the first place. Think about scaling the business. Think about having several branches of your business. Establish the systems and scale up. That way, you're gonna increase the possibility of you making that 10K much faster, as opposed to you cashing out all the profits, okay? And then the 10th idea for you, which is also very important and anchors on business operations, is that track your progress. At the end of the day, you can't make progress without tracking. And even if you are just freestyling outside there, it's gonna work against you, because I strongly believe if you're getting in business, you are looking at scaling up. Once you make the 10K per day, you're gonna target 15K, target 20K. In no time, you're gonna be targeting 30K each and every day. The only way for you to be able to do that is to track where your monies are coming from, to track the costs of your business. Because through tracking, you'll be able to know those ideas which are giving you the insane amount of money, more so in case you're having several complementing ideas. And even beyond that, you won't be afraid to drop those ideas which are distractions, or the ones which are not doing very well, so that you just focus your time on the ones which are doing very well. Guys, I strongly believe these are 10 ideas you could look to implement for you to be able to make 10K Kenyan shillings per day in Kenya, and most importantly, even scale up beyond the 10K each and every day for you to even hit 15K, 20K, you name it. And I'm very excited because, guys, when it comes to making money, the possibilities are not limited. It is your initiative, your ideas, and consistency, which is gonna ensure you build a fortune. Cheers, guys. I look forward to share with you other amazing ideas next time. Stay tuned for more videos.